your biology has an impact to your mental.
Major impact.
Okay.
And outlook of life.
Outlook of life?
Yeah, it can affect your outlook of life as well.
Oh, God damn, self-constant.
Yeah.
But do you guys have moments where it's just, none of this is happening?
None of what is happening.
What you just explained, like this conundrums and chaotic things you just expressed, babe. Do women have a moments where none of this is happening to you? Just clear thinking, sunny outside, you're just yourself.
Delulu is the new Salulu.
What's that supposed to mean?
So if a man understands that he's dealing with a woman, he has to get to that extent where he has to understand that what time of this cycle is my woman in? Because again, cycles are not so regular for each and every woman as well. We have to take that into account. However, there are doses of craziness in each woman.
You said
and
it?
that no, I'm speaking a man's language. In a woman's language, we use the word crazy.
Okay.
Because we ain't crazy, right? For a man that doesn't understand it, he will call it crazy. So I'm talking to them so that we can enlighten them, so that they can know that the switch that they use to call women crazy
Wait, no, carry on.
has a scientific connotation to it.
So what is it if it's not crazy?
Re-regulation. You, as men, you can re-regulate. You can sleep and you're re-regulated.
Yeah.
A woman cannot go to sleep and be re-regulated. It will take her to get to finish the beginning to the end of her cycle to be re-regulated. She has minimal hours, minimal days to re-regulate, and usually it's up to about a week. She has to re-regulate.
Knowledge.
And then after that week, it takes 3 weeks of different types of cycles. That is for the common woman, for the majority of women. But there are different women with different types of cycles, different types of chemical reactions in their bodies that causes them to have a different type of cycle.
Okay, hold on. So your biology has an impact to your mental.
Major impact.
Okay.
And outlook of life.
Outlook of life?
Yeah, it can affect your outlook of life as well.
Oh, God damn, I didn't see it that far.
Your biology will affect the lens in which you look at life. Why? Because if, for example, my cycle is very regular, I don't really get painful cycles. I don't really get painful menstrual cycles. A woman that does, for me, that I'll be able to go into work, I'll be able to function, and nobody will be able to tell that I'm in pain or mild pain. For another woman, she won't be able to come into work. She won't be able to leave her room. She's in significant amount of pain. If she has a significant partner, he might just be confused on how he can support her. Because, for example, if I was to be his ex, he's never had any issues with supporting me because all I need is ice cream and chocolate. A woman that is in extreme pain, ice cream and chocolate is only 2% of the pie. She's going to need either space or cuddles. And to be honest, maybe depending on the type of mood she's in, she might need a bit more.
But you also said that the cycle doesn't really end.
The cycle doesn't.
It just parts. So when you move on to the actual discharging physically, you enter a space where your mood has changed.
Yeah.
And your mentality or your look of life can also, perspective can also waver or change in that moment. Now, hence why I think Jordan Peterson said once that women are easily prone to negative energy or emotions.
Yeah.
Now, if a man can't see that can also cause conflict in a relationship. If a man doesn't understand that this is how you function as a woman and easily just label you as crazy, like most men do.
Most men do, yeah.
You just label it as it's craziness, it's madness, that's how they are. And it's not madness, it's not craziness who are watching me, especially the young one. Not at all. She's moving from different cycle of life. So she's going to behave also differently. Your job is to observe in case, just like not being rude, but just like a child when they start to walk, they might want to drop. But your job is to keep her hand so they won't drop and hurt themselves.
Yeah.
Women to an extent are more vulnerable compared to men. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So that's why we have to protect you from yourself to an extent.
Through education.
Oh.
So, for example, I find that a lot of young girls, we have to take into account, for example, family members do. Usually you wait till a certain age to get contraception, but doctors and nurses encourage, whether it's mothers for their children or the girls themselves, 15, 16, teenagers, to get contraception to help minimize the pain that's going on in their body. However, there are side effects to this. So even though you will meet a girl and you know that you can have sex with her without getting her pregnant, fantastic for you, right? But the side effects is what you would call crazy. But she didn't get it so that she doesn't get pregnant. She got it to minimize the pain she's going through while she's having irregular cycles. So it's just side effects on top of side effects on top of side effects that she's probably even adjusting to, getting used to the idea, whilst also being frustrated at the fact that she cannot manage what her body is putting her through.
Babe, this is too much. Damn.
So yeah, when I say understand a woman's cycle, I mean it in its
Education,
literal form.
I mean, I am fascinated. You just pointing out that education, you protect her through education, meaning through understanding her better.
Yes.
Wow, I mean, yeah, because education is security, by the way. Education does provide security.
Because once men hear contraception, they're like, yes, she can't get pregnant. However, if her body temperature does, get quite hot, it can minimize the percentage also of the likelihood of her getting pregnant. So yes. And
mentally also, she will not be herself constant.
Yeah.
But do you guys have moments where it just, none of this is happening?
None of what is happening.
What you just explained, like these conundrums and chaotic things you just expressed, babe. Do women have a moment where none of this is happening to you? Just clear thinking, sunny outside, you're just yourself.
The Lulu is the new Salulu.
What's that supposed to mean? Oops. It's fine. This will be in a video, by the way. We'll keep this in a video because it has to be in a video. Yeah. What do you mean the Lulu is the new Salulu?
So sometimes you have to create an environment where there's no pain, where there's no side effects, where there is a rich man that can come and save you from your turmoil, because that hope takes you away from reality. The reality that you do know is a reality of pain. The reality that you do know is I'm responsible for my safety.